Hey guys, this is Will. For those who don't know me, I actually own a marketing agency called Prestige Scale, and I'm basically documenting everything. The type of offers I'm doing, the service delivery, the onboarding for my clients. I'm trying to look at every single aspect I'm doing, and by actually documenting everything, I might help a couple of people out there on YouTube. For this video, it's gonna be pretty easy. We're gonna be doing a tier list of the offers that a marketing agency can do. I've tried a couple of them, signed like dozens of clients. I'll tell you like what's working, what's not working, what money to use, what are the things that you could implement for your marketing agency, especially if you're starting out. You're basically gonna learn from my mistakes. So without wasting any time, let's just get into it. Alright, so first thing we're gonna look at is PPQL, Paper Qualified Lead. This is a good thing for businesses that are already like full, they're busy, they don't know how to manage their calendar. The difference between qualified lead and appointment is that they will be booking the appointment, but the lead is already qualified. It's rare to find businesses that do not want like estimates or appointments. This actually works for businesses making over maybe 50 grand a month, 100 grand a month. They like this offer because they basically have a call center that will take care of the leads and book the appointment for them. With that said, I'll still put it in B because there are not that many big companies compared to the market share. Let's look at home service businesses. Not every business make it more than 100 grand a month or 200 grand a month. They'd rather have like appointments straight into their calendar, so I'll just put in B tier. Paper leads. Paper leads actually going to be C tier, like those are still lead, but it is really rare to find businesses now that just want to pay for leads. Back in the days, you could run like, we get you 30 leads in 30 days ad offer, but right now it doesn't work that much anymore because businesses have been scammed in the past. They don't really trust anymore. You see, they've been scammed, so it's going to be really hard to sell on this offer. Paper appointment, straight into A tier. They get the appointment. All they have to do is either get into the homeowner's house or take on the sales call depending on the niche. So you basically take care of 80% of the sales process for them. They love it. You can run this one. This is really good. Paper close is going to be D. You cannot track whether or not a deal is going to be closing. It is really hard unless you follow up with the homeowners, which is going to be a little bit weird. Like, let's say you go into a homeowner, like you qualified him and booked him. The guy gave the estimate or the sales call, and you're not gonna go back to that guy and say, hey, did you pay name client? Did you pay this? Did you pay that? This is gonna be really weird, and a lot of the time clients are just gonna be lying about this. They'll be like, yeah, no, I didn't close this guy, I didn't do this. Look, out of 100 sales calls you're gonna give to your clients, they're not gonna be 100% honest. Sometimes they're gonna only close that deal for $1,000, $2,000 and be like, I cannot give 20% to that guy or 15% or X% because this is too much. They're not gonna like it. Paper show. Paper show is gonna be in a beat section. It's the same problem as paper close because we don't know whether or not, like we cannot always track that thing. You know, I've had a client, like I tried out paper showed estimate with the tree business. He lied to me twice about it, you know. I booked an estimate for him. He didn't show up for no reason. But when I asked the homeowner that I booked for the client, he was like, yeah, nobody came at 10 a.m. I booked the guy, so I still charged him. Unfortunately, I got chargebacks based on that, $1,400. He charged back everything. Paper show can be good if you know what you're doing. If you know how to track every single client properly. But once you get into like 30 recurring clients, 40 recurring clients, it becomes a pain in the ass. Because you cannot manage like 1,000+ leads a month off of this. This becomes really difficult in the long run. And paper appointment actually makes it better. Alright. Retainer. D tier, let's not even talk about retainer. I struggled to close $300 a month retainers. That's how bad it is. And some people were like, look man, you ask me $1,000 a month X dollars a month, but I don't know how many leads you're gonna get me. You see, what they're looking for is predictability. They'd rather pay 10 appointments for $1,000 than pay you $1,000 a month where there are no predictability. Businesses are looking for predictable outcomes. So the retainers could have worked in 2020, 2019, 2021, 2022 if we're pushing it, but right now this is the worst offer to schedule in the market. Setup plus retainer, this will go to D tier as well. It actually makes it even worse. Setup plus paper lead, I'll actually put it into D tier as well. Clients do not want to pay just for leads. They need qualified leads because they're not looking for leads. They're looking for estimates. They're not looking for estimates. They're looking for jobs. They're not looking for jobs. They're looking for money. They're not looking for money. They're looking for financial freedom so that they can buy the stuff they don't even need in the first place. Setup plus paper appointment. This is good as well. A tier. You can take an extra $300 up front and then you charge them like $97 per estimate or appointment, $200 per appointment. The good thing with the setup plus paper appointment is that if you're running ads and your cost acquired per customer is, let's say, $200 and you charge them $300 for the setup fee, you're still making $100 in profit without even starting the work, which is the good thing with setup plus paper appointment. Setup plus paper show, yeah, this is good. You take free money on the back end that you can use as well. So this is good. As long as your cost acquired per customer is lower than your setup fee, you're gonna be profitable by the beginning, which is why I like doing the setups. Setup plus paper close, I'd like to put it into S tier or A tier. I'll put it into A tier. The reason why is because you can literally crank up setup fees. You can sign an extra like 5 clients a week just by doing this. Even if you don't provide results, as long as they sign the contract and you do the setup fee. I'm not saying that you should do this, obviously, but it still gives you money in the first place, and because it's an easy offer to close. Paper lead, paper appointment might be a little bit harder, but paper close is easy. The reason I'm putting A tier is because you can have a lot of money saved up that you can use for business purposes and make your service delivery even better. Especially if you're a beginner, like you can charge, for example, like $500, $1,000 for setup fee and paper close. If you sign 5 clients, you make an extra $5,000 easily. And as a beginner, like if you're just starting out, $5,000 can be a lot of money, right? Performance percentage per job, I'll put into D tier as well. Again, it's the same problem as paper close. You cannot track like the exact metrics on this. Some clients will be lying. Some clients will be ghosting you for no reason when you ask them like whether or not you close that guy. I'm talking about experience. I tried the paper close, paper show, paper lead, paper appointment. Performance, like it's really rare to find honest businesses that will actually give you the money. Let's say, for example, you work on a 10% on a paper close. They might close the deal at $3,000, but they will only say $1,000, $1,500, so that they can keep profit off of you, because you just cannot control this, right? Like, it's like, I don't know, like, what's a stupid example? Like a girl. Like, she might be cheating on you, but you're never gonna know this. Like, let's say, or even like she says like she got 0 body count, but she had like 5 body count, but you're never gonna be able to prove it. This is literally the same thing. They might close the deal at $10,000, but they will just say that the client like just paid them $1,000, and you'll just make $100 if that's 10% close. No ad spend. Oh boy, this one I love it. This goes straight to A tier. So look, businesses have been scammed a lot of time by ad spend. They've tried Facebook ads, they've tried Google ads, they've tried Instagram ads, TikTok ads. They've been burnt out by so many agencies. So if you can provide an offer that does not include ad spend, you're actually gonna make them a favor, and they're so easy to close. I tried the no ad spend offer. My close rate was 60%, literally, on a no ad spend pay per appointment basis. Some people spend the ads by themselves. If you want to do this, you need a really solid contract. Otherwise, if they charge back you, you will be not only losing the money for the appointment, but also from the ad spend, which is I really wish you don't go through this, because this happened to me. I lost $1,400 for a client doing no ad spend because I didn't sign a contract with him, and that was my main mistake. So if I plan to do this later in the future, it has to be really structured. You gotta know what you're doing. Otherwise, this may not work, but this is an ace tier offer because close rate literally goes from like 15-20% to 60%. It is easy to close. You can also do cold SMS, you can do cold email, you can do cold calling for your clients, and whenever you book an appointment, you charge them X dollars in the back end. And the thing with no ad spend is that, let's say for example, with ad spend the client would be spending the ads. You'd be charging them like $100. If you do no ad spend, you can literally charge them $150 per appointment, $200 per appointment, because they won't be spending the money on ads. And this is a really, really good offer if you know how to master it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the work on the back end. If you're looking for more content like this about service delivery for SMMA, onboarding, client acquisition, or you just like listening to me, I highly doubt you're watching this video because you like me or like my voice. But yeah, look, we post a couple of stuff. You can leave a like. If you've got any question, let me know in the comments. I'll give you an answer as soon as possible. And yeah, love you all, guys. Peace out.